As your chopper burns down, you limp away from the flaming wreckage and find yourself behind enemy line, poorly hurt, equipped, injured, and hunted. An enemy militia calling themselves the Wolves are wary presence in Aurora. They painted a huge target on your back. These cloaked, mask-wearing soldiers, as every bit well-trained that you have been making. These cloaked, mask-wearing soldiers are very bit as well-trained as you are, making them in theory a foe. The idea of Breakpoint is to put you on, back to the foot. And you're a super soldier like a ghost that's struggling to survive. You explore the game's giant open world. The wolves are always hot on your back, appearing when you least expect them. The group that's led by Cole D. Walker is a former Ghost villain who played as John Bernthal, who you may recognize Punisher from, Netflix and Walking Dead and all those. But he was actually introduced in a free Wildlands mission called Operation Oracle. And he played as a good guy, but then obviously he's a full villain. But it's going back to where he is at. He's actually injured, and basically you can tell that he was losing blood, and he obviously has to heal himself in a way. So anything else, like for example, okay, let me explain it more. Taking a lot of damage in GHOSTRECON Breakpoint, you'll contract semi-permanent injury. This can affect everything from your aim to your movement speed and come in varying degrees of severity. For example, a shot to the arm might cause your ghost to run slightly slower as a pressure wound with the other arm. But in severe cases, you might find your character dragging an injured leg across the ground or even reduced to even crawling. Just that you can pick up injuries while traversing landscape through major falls or tumbles like you've seen a little bit earlier. There's been contrary injuries. It depends on your actions. If you run, you fall down a hill or whatever it is, obviously you'll contract an injury quick. You have ability to fix yourself, bandage yourself, or you can actually join your Bivics by using bandages and syringes. If you don't know what Bivics are, they're actually an improvised shelter used by soldiers and mountaineers, and typically consists of a simple frame with leaves, tarpaulin. In GHOSTRECON, you can establish Bivics across islands of Aura, which you use a place to heal injuries and reconfigure your class character's gear. There's actually a fast travel destination across the archipelago. It's just in different areas of the map that you can actually find. Also, if you stop by a Bivic, you can actually check the weather forecast. So if you want to skip time so that's dark and stormy when night comes, you can always go to the next mission. But all you have to do is stop by a Bivic, and that's what a Bivic is, guys. So let's just talk about new features that are coming in. As you can see right here, what he's doing. If you want to take a stealthy approach in GHOSTRECON games, the little mechanic that you can actually do is find yourself being hunted down at Breakpoint with natural cover in sight. You can go prone in the nearest muddy patch and cover yourself with dirt to blend in. It's not a changing stealth mechanic, but you can always put that in tricks in hopes that you'll actually get your prone camouflage. Also, you can improve by killing fresh enemy archetypes ranging from heavies, miniguns to car-sized drones, and also hands-on time battling armored heavies, where you can actually kill them with a few shots or anything else, but you won't come up with bullet sponges if you don't have but in addition to these saturated enemy archetypes, you also have to face the wolves, who are former ghosts and therefore pose a substantial threat on the battlefield. You can actually fight wolves, but not yet, because they move a lot faster, and actually they're standard enemies. But as far as military vehicles, you can actually You can commandeer across Bolivia and anywhere else, but with the armor mounted weapon, the acknowledgement of that, I think Ubisoft is promising to bring more military vehicles in Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Just like attack helicopters, range of armored jeeps with different mounted weapons, maybe a 50 cal or something like that. Also, if we've seen, there was a way of breaching that you can use a blowtorch to cut an opening in a chain link fence. I think that's pretty cool. I don't think I've never seen anything like that in the end of the game besides Ghost Recon's Breakpoint, which I mean, it's pretty cool. So try it out. I'm definitely doing it. But if you're looking for like loot drops, there is actually on hands where you can actually go around and find some. There was one thing that I've seen, an enemy drop tier loot. You can always grab a dead person's gun in Wildlands, but in Breakpoint, goons drop different rarities of weapons. There was one where a PP19 Vidius dropped with the greenish glow. It's a flags in game gear. Could be an uncommon maybe, but the stats are kind of different on the on that weapon. Also, if you guys think this is a looter shooter, people are talking about looter shooters and this is and that, but we'll leave that to you guys in the comment section. But you can actually unlock gear, cosmetics, chests scattered around the world. All you have to do is, map your marker and get your team and find the loot rewards. You can actually find those. And as far as raids, Ubisoft's post-launch plans for Ghost Recon, they do have like how they were in Wildlands. Ambition to reveal that Breakpoint will get raids after the game has launched. They're intended to be played a 4-player co-op squad with the Force 1 set base built into an active volcano. Even PvPs also. We have to wait a couple months for PvP to arrive. That's how we did with Wildlands, we had to wait. But in Ghost Recon Breakpoint, it'll launch with PvP with your shared character progression. I like the fact that it's like that, because Wildlands was a little different. But here, when you're playing story or whatever it is, you move it on to PvP, you can actually carry those progressions and actually take it on to the next one. The new melee takedown is really cool. Like, you can actually change depending on your character's melee weapon. For example, like a standard knife or a kermit blade, how they're well put together. Like, doing a takedown from a prone position or while leaning against a cover will result in an entirely unique, crazy takedown that's attached to those characters' positions. It doesn't matter if you're leaning side or you're laying down, you can actually like trigger that on your own. But I believe you can hit triangle or circle, if one of those, if the buttons aren't changed. So I think that's pretty cool. But if you guys want to know about the tactical options, like say abilities and skills, there's a Sharpshooter that is a sniper. You can like utilize special long range ammo and reload faster when you're wielding long range weapons. And it is a Panther. Enemies are dead before they even know you're there. Stealth capabilities and suppress guns, weapons paired with smoke bomb gadget allows you to get near drops on nearby enemies or make a faster exit, and basically just do it like that. But let's say the melee takedown animation, when they're picking a class, your character appearance and gear loadout, players can tune out how they deal with enemies, how to get close for comfort, like killing, and the way you want to do a takedown. And they're saying that Ubisoft spent a lot of time creating a new series of dynamics and really cool melee takedown animations that they're putting together. I'm fascinated to how these guys put their work. I don't think I've ever seen any other game that actually does quite like these guys do, as they do real fantastic work on prone positions to takedowns. Like, these guys seemed to be working out really hard for this and kept quiet for a while. So that's just my take on this information. 4 different difficulty levels will also have like solo players have an easier time if you want. If you feel you're up to the challenge, get the challenge going. Ubisoft did promise us that a tougher difficulty level is to require some serious skill and coordination. So if you feel like you're up to the challenge, you can actually do a tougher difficulty level during any game you want. You can play the story mode and be on a tougher level. But the question is, will it up our skills, abilities, or what? But that's just what my thought is. If they will put the skills and abilities up more. Using unlockable breaching kit to cut through chain link fences, as going back as we were talking about, I think that was one of the cool ones that they actually put. I'm just naming some of the cool things that I like. And the prone camo, which allows players to hide while prone in wilderness environments by covering themselves in mud, is one of the coolest things that I came across ever. And basically just using explosive armaments like rocket launchers is awesome. Even the ability to pick up bodies, either to hide dead enemies or carry away your teammates to a safe position, that is one cool thing that I love seeing, and I'm really excited to see more to that. Or the question, if while we're carrying the body, are we able to shoot while carrying the body on one arm? That's one thing I gotta check on, because I think that's pretty cool to actually see. And blouse boot cosmetic options, oh yeah, that's a definite right there. But like I was saying, Breakpoint also includes more realistic player damage and healing system, which taking damage can put players in one of these 3 skilling wounded tiers, self-heal themselves as needed. But these are just a few things, the features that I like on this video. But if you feel like you've learned a little something, let me know in the comment section, guys. I try to put this as more explanatory in a way to understand, but if there's something I missed, don't worry guys, another video, more videos of Recon Breakpoint is about to appear. So thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you guys do drop a like, drop a sub, turn those bells on. I'll catch you guys on the more future videos of these games. Other than that, thanks for watching, guys. Ghost out.
You win.